So, first up, Gather Nuts CEO and founder Shanna Koenig Camuso is a certified nutrition consultant and longtime plant-based food aficionado. She started making activated nuts and seeds in her kitchen when she was still in nutrition school, and soon her friends and family were encouraging her to sell them because, quote, they are so good. She loves making and sharing her nuts and seeds because of their nutritional benefits, but it's the taste and crunch that keeps everyone wanting more. Shanna is here to provide an update on the company's progress since her last appearance at PubTalk in June of 2020. So, Shanna, I know a lot has happened since then, and I've seen you at the farmer's market. I'm seeing your product at Locavore, at Jackson's Corner. I'm just so excited to see what you have to share with us. So come on up here.
Thank you. Hi, that's it. I just start talking?
Just start talking, yeah. Just hit it.
Yeah, well, I have a good one for you. I have a question for you first. Okay. Real quick. Does anyone ever call you Shanna?
All the time. Shanna, Shayna, Shanono.
Right.
Not that last one, actually.
Right there. All right, thanks, guys. I need the mic. How's that sound? It's a very heavy mic. All right, thanks for having me here again to give you guys an update on where we're at with Gather Nuts. I'm really happy to share my passion for nuts and the power of simple foods. I don't know how this is going to go with note cards. This is not my first EDCO rodeo. Can I ask somebody a question real quick? Can you read me eyeglasses?
Readers to the stage, readers to the stage. Thank you. Thank you very much to Shanna's assistant. Full-on glasses. Thank you so much.
Better. Now there's like a glowing light. All right, look, now I can read them. All right, now I'm not like, Okay, so anyway, we'll back up. So this is not my first EDCO rodeo, says the girl from Texas. Some of you may remember me. I was the first pitch when things started to open up during COVID. We were one of the lucky brands that did well during COVID as consumers gained increased awareness about their food choices. For those of you not familiar with Gather Nuts, we're a soaked and slow roasted nut company. We soak our nuts overnight and then we slow roast them on a low temperature to protect their healthy fats. This process makes their nutrients more digestible and you're getting more available food digestion. So you are getting more for the health benefits. What I love about the mighty nut is that it does not need to be infused with extras like mushroom powders or adaptogens or pea proteins or anything like that. We get our health benefits straight from nature. Our mission is to create a healthier, happier world by providing irresistibly delicious nut-based snacks that are good for people and the planet. So, did you get a chance to taste them out there? I did meet a lot of you guys out there. What did you guys think? Yeah, thumbs up, all right. They're pretty amazing, right? And then how about that taste and crunch? We worked really, really hard on the crunch factor as well, just to help you keep coming back for more health. So it's exactly what I hoped for. When I first made the nuts, it's exactly what I hoped for when I developed them, that people would get hooked on them. So we offer a 100% whole food snack that is easily digestible and is transportable and tastes amazing. Our flavors are made solely with high-quality culinary spices. Our nuts are certified organic. 4 of our products are certified organic, and we're working on the other ones. We have a total of 10 flavors. Since our initial pitch 2 years ago, we moved into our own commercial kitchen space, following in the footsteps of some key brands like Hum Kombucha and Homemade Toffee, who used to be in the space prior to us. So I'm no longer the nut maker, I'm now the nut shaker. we hired 2 part-time employees a year and a half ago to do the heavy lifting. We are 2-time finalists of 2 Good Food Awards, one for our turmeric curry cashews and one for our Worthy Nuts. So give a shout out to Worthy Nuts. Woohoo! So we partnered with them specifically because of our shared values to help protect the planet. So when we were looking for a company here in town to partner with, we chose them because of how awesome they are. So we are ready to grow. I am so ready to grow. To do so, we are focusing on both D2C and wholesale. You can find us in some of your favorite places like Market of Choice, Newport Market, Oliver Lemons, and many more. We also have a presence in the Hollywood Farmers Market in Portland, and we're in Made Here in Portland as well. Sorry, keeping that far away. So, to grow, we need to raise some outside funding. We're currently pulling together a friends and family round that we aim to complete this summer. Our ask is to build on our current advisory board. We already have 4 members willing to commit their time. We also need help with distribution, and I think there's some other brands out there who I was talking to earlier who have the same issue. So hopefully we can gather up and get some distribution going. And then we also want to grow into some new revenue streams. So one thing I wanted to share with you guys too is there are some really amazing scientific studies out there that show that nuts have some of the lowest greenhouse gas emissions. So we have something on our website if you guys want to go and check that out, because we all know what's going on in the world, and if nuts can save the world, I mean, why not? Lastly, I want to find somebody like you. This is kind of a personal one. I personally would love to find somebody to help me with public speaking, because that's a little bit of a rough one for me. And that is kind of all I have for you.
Well, it's funny that you're looking for someone like me, because I'm right here, Shanna.
Right here. Thank you.
I'm going to come even a little closer.
I wanted you to be right here with me the
I'm right
whole
here.
time, Shanna.
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, I think you did great.
Well,
it's a beautiful pitch. Yeah. Shanna and Shannon, it's a dream.
Right.
It's a dream. We both like nuts. Okay,
we're both nutty.
And we're both definitely a little nutty. Yeah. Okay, so my first question is, and I think
how's my hat coming to it? Is that what you want to say?
No, master nut maker. Oh, that's amazing. That was not my first question.
For you.
It is for me. I need one of those.
I know.
My first question is like, how are your nuts different than like planters or other nuts that you just get at the grocery store?
So we do a soaking and slow roasting process, and it makes their nutrients more available. The soaking process does, and then we slow roast them on a low temperature, and that helps to protect their healthy fats. So a lot of commercial nut companies over roast their nuts, and it actually damages their fats, and they're no longer good for you at that point.
Ew.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is if it's a choice of like any nuts other than gather nuts and chips, I should go with chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
I made that work for me. Okay. I have another question.
Yes.
You mentioned some additional or some new revenue streams that you're looking for or you're interested in developing. Can you talk about any of that?
Well, we just want to get into some new revenue streams is where we're at right now. So we pretty much, I feel like we're in every store now in Bend and outside of Bend and Oliver Lemons and Terrebonne and all of those places. And so we're just ready to expand outside of here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, and get some revenue streams.
That makes sense.
Outside of here.
Outside of here, yeah. So we're going to take over Oregon.
I mean, not that we don't love Bend.
No, but you've done what you need to do. So now,
Yes.
yeah, right, the next
Yes.
thing. Okay, do I have any other questions from Shanna, from the audience? Anybody have questions from Shanna? Okay, yes. What's the top flavor?
Our turmeric curry cashews.
They're so good.
Turmeric curry cashews.
You know what I'd love to, they're like really good in cooking. So like
Yeah,
as a garnish
yeah,
for
yeah.
curry or, noodle dishes. Okay, I had another question. Yes?
Do you have any super secret recipes you're experimenting
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have any super secret recipes you're experimenting with, and then something else was coming quickly? Do you need a taster?
So I want to make a jalapeno nut.
Ooh.
So if anybody knows of a company that deals with jalapenos, because we do the soaking and slow roasting process with our nuts, I want to do a similar thing with a jalapeno nut. But I want it to be soaked in some sort of super spicy.
Okay, I have an idea for you, and I don't think it's jalapenos, but it would be a good place to start. Sakari Farms, they grow special kind of peppers.
Okay.
That might be a person we're talking to, Spring, Alaska.
Okay.
At Sakari Farms.
Okay.
That might be a really great
I
match.
might have to write that down.
Ideas, I'm full of them.
Yeah.
Other questions from the audience? Yes. When are you going to perfect the chocolate coffee cashew? Great
right.
question from
Let's talk
some random guy in the back.
Her husband, maybe? So we made chocolate coffee cashews from the very beginning.
And they're amazing.
They're so
amazing.
They're soaked as well, and so we make coffee cashews first, and so that's just the whole. So we do cold brew. So we soak the nuts in a cold brew overnight, and then we slow roast them, and that makes our coffee cashew. And then we drizzle chocolate on top of that for a chocolate coffee cashew. And so they're a little bit on hold right now. They're very difficult, like temperature-wise. It's a larger project when you start working with chocolate. And so even like in our kitchen might get too warm, and so then the chocolate doesn't set up correctly, and yada, yada, yada. But it is something in the fall that we are targeting to start making and get perfected.
And maybe in the meantime, you can make a small stash for your husband.
Apparently. Yeah.
And if he has extras, I would take some. What the hell? He says, what the hell? He did, and then I repeated it.
Wow.
So now I'm in trouble. I don't know what's happening. Yes, another question here. That's a really interesting question. How do you turn someone into a cashew lover if they don't like cashews?
Did you try the worthy nut? Did you? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe give them another choice, but also maybe cashews aren't for you. And in that case, she has almonds.
That's true. Yep.
And you
and
have
Brazil nuts.
Brazil nuts. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know that we're converting people from things that they don't like.
Yeah.
But we have other options. Would you ever do like a nut butter, like a sprouted nut butter?
Well, there's other people here in this audience who are already doing something like that.
True.
So I probably wouldn't end up doing that. Yeah.
Well, I think your products are amazing.
Thank you.
I've always loved them. They're so great. And I love watching you guys grow and develop the new packaging. I know it's not that new, but it looks fantastic.
Thank you.
And I really am seeing them all over town, which makes me very happy.
Yeah.
You almost need like an agent.
Yeah.
We both need. You need a nut agent that can hawk your wares.
Can I ask for that right now? Because I can ask for something.
Yes,
right?
make your ask.
Nut agent. I need a nut agent.
Do we have any nut agents in the crowd? Nut here. There's a nut agent right here. What are you offering investors?
Oh, what am I offering investors?
A secret stash of the coffee cashew chocolate.
Yeah, exactly.
Dreamsicle.
Yes, that's what it is for sure. That's a good question, and maybe I'm not completely prepared as far as like what we're offering investors. I think we're just kind of in the beginning stage of I haven't done, this will be my first time to do any type of investment funding. So I think, I will have to take that into consideration and maybe talk to you about it. Maybe you can help me kind of come up with what that might be.
That sounds good to me. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And are the nut, yes.
I'm sorry I was late coming up here.
Oh, no, you were just fine.
I was frazzled.
You're just fine. And so the nuts, the sample table, is that going to be available all night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I love the samples. Thank you, Shanna. Thanks for bringing us the nuts.
Thank you.
You're the best.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it.
Well done. Yeah. How about another round of applause for Shanna and her fantastic nuts? Thank you.